Chapter 1150. Then, a loud shout suddenly came from the quiet hospital. Someone! The two underlings at Brother Yang's door heard the news and immediately broke in. They saw a white figure jump out of the hospital window. Brother Yang, are you okay? Seeing that they couldn't catch up, the two underlings immediately went to see if their boss was injured. How do you do things? Don't you know that Yinji came in? If I hadn't been awake, I would have died. You two good-for-nothings. Brother Yang sat on the hospital bed and flew into a rage. I didn't expect that I would raise a tiger and an ingrate. The two underlings were wronged, but they could only let their boss scold them. Therefore, Brother Yang gave the order that Yinji was unworthy of being a human. In the future, if the brothers in the gang saw him, they would kill him without mercy. This result was exactly what the few hall masters wanted. They originally thought that it would take a lot of effort to sow discord between Yinji and Brother Yang. However, they didn't expect Yinji to be so daring. This way they could save themselves some trouble. What they didn't expect was that there was still a surprise to come. The next morning, after the doctor's consultation, it was confirmed that Brother Yang had liver cancer. Moreover, it was in the middle and late stages. When the few hall masters heard this, they became even more excited. They pretended to go to the ward and tell Brother Yang, who was lying on the bed. Boss, it's not a big deal. You can still be saved. The doctor said that as long as you cooperate with the treatment and actively undergo chemotherapy, there will be no problem. That's right. Our gang is still waiting for you to lead. We can't do without you. After hearing this, Brother Yang was silent for a long time. He calmly finished smoking a whole cigarette and then said to the few of them, "Get me discharged. I won't be receiving treatment." Brother Yang, don't be like this. Brother Yang, there's still hope. Brother Yang sneered and glanced at the few of them. They were quite good at acting. After Yinji left the hospital, he rode to the entrance of the Banyan courtyard. Little Chi didn't know what had happened to him. After receiving the call, she didn't even have time to change her clothes before she trotted to the iron gate. When Yinji saw her, he pulled her into his arms and hugged her tightly. He said seriously, "I'm going to leave for a few days. You take the college entrance exam well." What happened? Why are you leaving again? Little Chi poked her head out of his arms and asked. A sense of fear welled up in her, as if she had returned to 5 years ago. She was afraid that she would never be able to find Yinji again. Give me a week's time. When you're done with your college entrance exam, I'll definitely appear before you. I don't want to. Little Chi shook her head. Why do you men always have to make decisions for us women? You think it's for my own good? I don't need it. Yinji had never thought that Little Chi would be so resistant, so he felt even more guilty and reluctant. Brother Yang and I set up a trap. I need to go out to do something. This time I'm not running away. Trust me, okay? Unless you tell me everything, I will never be at ease. After Yinji heard this, he sighed and dragged Little Chi onto the motorcycle. They went to the park near the Banyan courtyard. When Little Chi leaned into his arms, he said leisurely, "Why do you have to make me so worried? Isn't that your own fault?" After spending a while, Yinji told Little Chi the whole story. He also said something meaningful. "I hope that you will believe me in the future. I won't disappear for no reason again. If even you suspect me, then everything I do will become meaningless and worthless." Chapter 1151. To be clear, I'm not doubting. I'm just afraid. If I disappear for a few years for no reason, and there's no news from me, how would you feel? Little Chi explained seriously. Then I'll definitely go crazy. Yinji pinched Little Chi's chin and lowered his head to kiss her. His voice was full of affection and reluctance. "I'm sorry. I can't give you a stable life for the time being. But that day will definitely come soon. I'll give you 7 days, Yinji. If you exceed it, I won't wait." Little Chi looked into Yinji's eyes seriously. Yinji picked up Little Chi's head again and planted a kiss on her forehead. Then he sent her home. "Take the exam well. Don't embarrass Mr. He." "Got it, Mr. He." Little Chi turned around and pushed open the iron door. She watched as Yinji's figure got further and further away. She knew how dangerous Yinji was going to face this time, but she couldn't help at all. All she could do was maintain a normal life and then perform exceptionally well during the college entrance examination. Hyunji, I'll only give you 7 days. If you still can't come back after 7 days, then I'll go find you, no matter how dangerous it is. This was the oath little Chi made to herself in her heart, because she knew that she couldn't stop Hyunji. A man shouldn't be in love. He had other feelings and other things to worry about. It was only on the 2nd day after Hyunji left that little Chi found out from Sheng Xiao that although Hyunji had told her the whole story, he had avoided the important things and did not tell her how serious the matter was. Now, everyone in the underworld was looking for him. Seeing that little Chi was in a daze, Sheng Xiao comforted her. I promise you that if that kid is in trouble, I'll help. So, you have to take the exam well. Little Chi immediately laughed and threw herself into Sheng Xiao's arms. Dad, you're the best. Me or that kid? Of course you're the best. That bastard only knows how to make me angry. That was more like it. He hadn't raised a daughter for nothing. After bidding farewell to little Chi, Hyunji found a basement and temporarily stayed with Ji Chu. On the other hand, Brother Yang had just returned home from the hospital. Next, they were going to start the second step of the plan. Brother Yang would gradually give up power and guide the 3 of them to kill each other. When the time came, Hyunji and he would personally appear as the finale. However, before that, Hyunji had to temporarily live a life of hiding. At this moment late at night, at Brother Yang's house. After sending Brother Yang back, the 3 hall masters seemed to have something to say. However, they were worried that there were other people present. Brother Yang knew what they wanted to say, so he deliberately left one of them behind. It seemed as if he had something important to entrust. However, in reality, he just wanted this person to be the target of the other 2. However, Brother Yang had only said some ambiguous words to make this person think that he was the best candidate to take over as the eldest brother. Then, in order not to be disturbed by the other 2 people, he would spare no effort to deal with the other 2 people. Under such a premise, the 3 of them would definitely relax their vigilance against Brother Yang. At that time, Brother Yang could think of a way to put Hyunji by his side. He had promised this child that he would deal with these 3 traitors within a week. He would definitely do it. This was because he knew that Hyunji valued relationships and righteousness. To be able to occupy such an important position in this child's heart was comparable to his own son. He had not lived in vain. He had to return that child peace as soon as possible. Chapter 1152. In fact, Brother Yang's medical case wasn't fake. That brat Hyunji should be well aware of this. Originally, he could have used his relationship with the Sheng family to leave and never interfere with the gang's matters again. From then on, he would return to the right path. However, he was still willing to spend time to save a half-dead person from the hospital. This showed how human nature worked. After returning to the villa, Brother Yang completely became a hands-off boss. He intentionally entrusted the gang's matters to one of the hall masters. This caused the other 2 hall masters to feel indignant. In the beginning, the 2 of them tested Brother Yang's words in private. No, it should be said that they directly came to vent their anger. Brother Yang, what do you mean? The 3 of us have been here for as long as you. Why is it that 3rd brother is in charge of you? What about me and 4th brother? Brother Yang lay on the bed in a half-dead state. 2nd brother, look at me now. How can I care about the gang? It was 3rd brother who told me that the 2 of you already have plans to set up your own gang. I won't keep the 2 of you. In the future, you can go your own way. When 2nd brother heard this, he immediately slammed the table. This 3rd brother is too shameless. Tomorrow night, we brothers will get together again and have a farewell dinner. I don't have long to live. My future is all yours. 2nd brother Zeng couldn't blame Brother Yang. He could only blame his opponent for being too despicable. We're all brothers. Although 3rd brother advised me to clean up the gang, we're all brothers. I really can't do it. Don't you think so? 2nd brother Zeng's face turned red with anger. He didn't expect that bastard to be so despicable, just to be his big brother. Brother Yang watched 2nd brother Zeng leave angrily and sneered in his heart. He didn't believe that 2nd brother Zeng could hold back his anger. The next morning, Brother Yang's underling received a call from Hyunji. Last night, The second hall master had sent someone to sneak into the third hall master's villa and quietly killed the person. This morning, the family found the body. It was said that the person's death was miserable. He didn't even leave a complete body. Second brother's temper was indeed fiery. There wasn't even any room for negotiation. It was also because the hall master had been killed that everyone in the gang was in a state of panic. However, second brother had taken the opportunity to come out and take over the third brother's territory. This naturally caused fourth brother to be dissatisfied. Wasn't it obvious that second brother had killed the hall master and wanted to take over the position of boss? The two of them became estranged in private again, and each had their own thoughts. Now that the third brother was gone, and Hyunji was gone, there were only two opponents left. As long as they killed the other party, wouldn't the position of the boss be within reach? This was a battle of wills. The few hall masters had been the second and third in power for tens of thousands of years. They really wanted to reach the top. Even though they were middle-aged, they still displayed an extremely strong desire to win. That was because they were very clear in their hearts how much they wanted to sit in that position. Brother Yang and Hyunji had their eyes on this, so they had set up this series of traps. Let's see who's better at chess, and who'll get rid of first. A day later, Little Chi took the college entrance examination as scheduled. This time, she was full of sincerity with teacher He's expectations. However, after finishing the two exams, Little Chi obediently walked towards her driver. This made Yenjun a little strange. Where's your boss he? Little Chi hugged her book and was a little helpless. I also want to know where he is. After Yenjun heard this, she hugged her head exaggeratedly. He disappeared again. He went to fight. Little Chi replied with a shrug. Chapter 1153. The kind that kills people? Yenjun covered her mouth and followed behind Little Chi. I don't know. She didn't know. She didn't know anything. She was so worried that she was about to suffocate. Especially during the exam. That kind of long time was even more torturous. She also wanted to know about Hyunji, even if it was just to reply to a text message from her. However, after Hyunji asked for leave from her, he disappeared completely. Even though she sent countless text messages, Hyunji was able to do it without replying to a single one. Aren't you his girlfriend? Why don't you know anything? Little Chi was speechless. Seeing that she really couldn't answer, Yenjun stopped asking and quickly changed the topic. After the exam tomorrow, we'll be completely free. The day after tomorrow is my birthday. Do me the honor of coming. It'll be at the Huawen Hotel. Got it. It's your birthday. How can I not come? It's best if you bring boss he. It wasn't the appointed time yet, so she probably wouldn't be able to see him. Me coming is already a great honor for you. You're still thinking about my man. Little Chi threw a punch at her. That's because he's handsome. When Little Chi heard this praise, of course, she could only let Yenjun go. After all, her taste was as good as hers. However, only God knew how much effort Hyunji had to put in to not reply to Little Chi's text message. He had just killed one, and the situation was not clear yet. Therefore, he had to continue hiding in the dark with Ji Chu in case Brother Yang needed them. Brother He, I just saw the information you put in the drawer. Is Brother Yang's illness real? Ji Chu asked Hyunji, who was sitting on the sofa while eating dinner. Yeah. Hyunji nodded. Then why are we still doing this? I know you don't like the life of a gang at all. Shouldn't you leave while Brother Yang has done me a favor. If he doesn't ask me to leave, I won't leave, Hyunji replied calmly. Ji Chu stopped picking up food and was silent for 2 seconds. Then he nodded. Actually, if it were me, I wouldn't be able to betray Brother Yang to pursue my own happiness. Good that you know. Ji Chu laughed foolishly. Then he focused on eating. However, not long after the meal, Ji Chu received news and informed Hyunji. The other two hall masters seemed to have arranged to negotiate at the Huawen Hotel the day after tomorrow. Brother He, what should we do? Brother Yang will have to make the decision, because at that time, the victor should have been decided. In other words, he could return to Lilwan in less than a week. However, he did not know that Little Chi would also appear at the Huawen Hotel that day, because it was Yenjun's birthday. The next day, the college entrance examination finally ended. At the entrance of Jianchuan Middle School, Mu Qiqi asked for leave to personally welcome her daughter's triumphant return. It was also because Madame Mu knew that her daughter had been unhappy for the past few days. Your father is treating us to a feast tonight. Are you excited? I'm not excited. I'm just an extra third wheel among you. Little Qi rolled her eyes. Every time the family of 3 went out, she would be stuffed with dog food. She was a little stimulated. Then, let's go out with our daughter tonight. Shall we not bring your dad along? Forget it. He'll have to book the entire building, and then bring us home in a cool manner. I'll even know what he's saying. Have you had enough fun? Little Qi expressed her interest. Mom, actually, you don't have to comfort me. I'm not in a bad mood. It's just that the feeling of waiting for someone is too torturous. Chapter 1154. The next day, at the Marriott Huawen Hotel, the 2 hall masters of the gang booked the open-air restaurant to negotiate about who would be the boss after their eldest brother left. Why did they choose this position? Because of the 3rd brother's tragic death. It was a wake-up call for the 4th brother. The 2nd brother in front of him was no longer the 2nd brother of the past. He had to be more careful. The reason why they chose such a hotel was because the security was in place, and it was not easy to be attacked. Yenji had long been lurking in the hotel's service. He was wearing a set of black work clothes. It really looked a little tasteful. Brother He, the 2nd hall master, is really too cunning. Tonight he came to negotiate. His subordinates are all waiting outside, preparing to attack the 4th hall master's hall. Ever since he annexed the 3rd hall master's territory, the difference in strength between the 2 of them is huge. He's bullying us. After Ji Chu asked around, he reported the situation to Yenji, who was at the service desk. What should we do? Haven't you heard of the mantis stalking the cicada, unaware of the oriole behind? They just need to fight. In the end, we'll just clean up the mess, Yenji said calmly. But where will we get the manpower? Ji Chu asked doubtfully. When I was in M City, I had a group of brothers. It wouldn't be a problem to ambush a few of 2nd brother's powerful subordinates. Brother Yang also has brothers. A cunning rabbit has 3 burrows. Haven't you heard of it? Yenji pushed him away. Don't stop me from doing my work. There's one more thing. Ji Chu pushed Yenji's arm. Sister-in-law is here. Yenji frowned and turned around. He saw little Qi wearing a long white dress and an exquisite hairstyle. She was dressed up. Who was she here to see? Sister-in-law, could it be? Ji Chu didn't dare to continue. Who asked his boss to leave her aside and ignore her for a few days. It was only natural for his sister-in-law to have a change of heart. Little Qi took her wallet and entered the elevator. Yenji couldn't help but chase after her. His little girlfriend ran away? However, when he saw little Qi enter the hotel's pool party, he understood that she was here to attend a friend's birthday party. So he was relieved. However, he didn't know that Yen Jun was at the door at that moment. She saw the overly handsome Yenji. What kind of game was this person playing? Yen Jun quickly pulled little Qi, who was putting her bag away, and asked, I just saw Yenji. He's wearing the waiter's clothes here. Did the boss change his job? Where? Little Qi asked anxiously. Look. Yen Jun pointed forward, but Yenji had already disappeared. He was here just now. Did my eyes deceive me? It was not that her eyes were playing tricks on her. Little Qi believed that Yenji was in the hotel because she knew from Master Xiao that something big had happened in their gang recently. Moreover, there were 2 hall masters negotiating here today. Do you want me to find them for you? No. Little Qi shook her head. She just wanted to make sure that he was safe. She didn't want to become Yenji's burden. After tonight, would he be able to return to her side? Not far away, Yenji was serving wine. He looked at little Qi's exquisite appearance from afar. As expected of the Sheng family, she was really seductive. He just wanted to hide her and not care about anything else. Perhaps because she knew that someone was looking at her. Little Qi naturally looked in that direction. When she saw Yenji standing in the corner, she almost moved her feet. However, Yenji stood there and only made a shushing gesture. Looking at you from afar also quenched the thirst of longing. Chapter 1155. In the open-air restaurant, the 2 hall masters were on high alert because they knew that the person sitting opposite them was harboring evil intentions. Fourth brother, you've seen the current situation. Yenji and third brother's territories are all in my hands. In terms of strength, you can't compete with me anymore. Why don't you withdraw from the competition for the boss? This way, we can still be brothers like we are now, the second hall master advised as he served the food to the person opposite him. Unexpectedly, the man opposite him did not agree with his words at all. He even found it extremely funny. Second brother, I believe anyone who says this, but I don't believe you. If I bow down to you, will you let me go? Do you think I'm stupid? But now strength is in front of me. I know I can't fight you head-on right now, but I can set up my own sect. Fourth brother leaned back in his chair and sneered. All these years, we brothers have been living in harmony on the surface, but in fact there has long been a rift between us. You want me to recognize you as the boss? Dream on. After saying that, fourth brother stood up from his chair, but he was stopped by second brother. Fourth brother, don't be agitated. If you're willing to recognize me as your big brother, I'll give you third brother's territory. It can be considered a little sincerity. I think there's no need. I think you know how third brother died. I don't want to be seen as poking a hornet's nest. After saying that, fourth brother took a step forward. However, before he could walk out of the restaurant, he heard second brother's sinister voice behind him. Do you think you still have the right to speak? I've already massacred your hall tonight. After fourth brother heard this, he turned around in shock. What did you say? I took advantage of the fact that you came over to attend the banquet to call a few brothers to ambush you at the entrance of your hall. If you don't believe me, why don't you make a phone call to confirm? Second brother leaned back in his chair lazily, because he had just received a message from his subordinate. The matter had been settled, but he had no idea that there would be a follow-up to this matter, so he only cared about the present. After fourth brother heard this, he could not believe it, and quickly took out his phone. However, he made several calls in a row, but no one picked up. Finally, someone managed to get on the phone with great difficulty. He heard the dying voice of the other party. Big brother, we were ambushed. Our territory has been robbed. Fourth brother put down his phone, and could only sit on the ground. Second brother Duan, you're too despicable. What do you think? Do you still want to struggle? Second brother turned around and laughed out loud. Whether it's according to age or seniority, I should be ahead of you, right? You actually want to compete with me. After that, he walked in front of Lao Si and stepped on the back of his hand. This is the result of going against me, Lao Si screamed, but his mouth was covered by Lao Er's underling. This was because his attendants had been quietly killed by second young master's men outside the door. Soon, Oelfa was lying in front of Old Two with wounds all over his body. What do you think? Do you admit defeat? At this moment cough. I actually hope that Yenji can appear in front of you. A mouthful of blood seeped out of the corner of Lao Si's mouth, and dyed the carpet red. He looked very pathetic. Just like you, he will become a dead man. Is that so? This question came out of the blue. Second brother Duan followed his gaze, and saw Yenji leaning against the entrance of the restaurant, with a smile on his face. Chapter 1156. Another one with a death wish. Duan Laoer was smug. He had no idea that this was a trap set up by Yenji and brother Yang. Yenji couldn't be bothered to argue with him. He just pushed brother Yang into the dining room from outside the door. When Duan Laoer saw brother Yang, he finally put away his smug face. Big brother. So you still have me as your boss in your heart. Brother Yang sneered, and asked Yenji to help fourth brother up. Although neither of them were good people, they had been with him for so many years. Don't say that, big brother. I'm doing this for the future of the gang. You see, you're seriously ill now, and you don't have any capable subordinates by your side. Only I can do it, Duan Laoer said shamelessly. Don't tell me you want to pass your position to that kid. Yenji? Don't you understand? Brother Yang sat in his wheelchair and looked at Duan Laoer calmly. This is a trap set up by Yenji and me. Our goal is to make the three of you kill each other. After Duan Laoer heard this, he was stunned for a moment. But a moment later he laughed again. With just you guys? Are you kidding me? The entire gang's territory is mine now. What are you going to use to plot against me? Not necessarily, right? Yenji replied as he raised his hand and took a video for him to see. It was Duan Lao's right-hand man. At this moment, he was kneeling on the ground and begging for mercy. The gang belongs to Brother Yang. Back then, in order to conquer this world, he made the greatest effort and sacrifice. Now that he's sick, you want to take advantage of him? There's no such thing. No matter who Brother Yang wants to give the gang to, it's all up to him. Since when did you have the right to speak here? Duan Lao's legs suddenly went soft, but he still refused to admit defeat. Even so what? Yenji, I know you're good at fighting. If you have the ability, why don't you fight me one-on-one? Why should I satisfy you? Yenji chuckled. You're the one who has nowhere to go now. Not necessarily, right? After saying that, Duan Lao pounced on Brother Yang and dragged him to the edge of the rooftop. My skills aren't bad either, right? Let go of Brother Yang. Yenji became nervous. He had been careless. Let go. This is the 88th floor. If the two of us fall down, we will definitely be smashed to pieces. So Yenji, think about it carefully. If you don't let me go, I'll take boss with me and jump down from here. Duan Lao grabbed Brother Yang's neck and threatened Yenji. His eyes were ruthless and emotionless. Let go of Brother Yang first. I'll let you go, Yenji replied. I have to leave first. I always keep my word. Let him go first. Yenji didn't want Brother Yang to leave his line of sight because his body couldn't withstand any torment. Yenji, I'll have to rely on you to take care of my sons from now on. I officially announce that my position as the eldest son will be given to you. Don't let me down, Brother Yang said. He was extremely calm about life and death in the hands of Duan Lao. Brother Yang. Yenji realized that his words were a little inappropriate, so he took a step forward. At that moment, Brother Yang directly hugged Duan Lao and turned around to pounce on the railing. Everyone was shocked and rushed over, but they couldn't catch Brother Yang's feet. Then the two bodies quickly fell from the top floor of the hotel. On the other side, Little Chi and the others were still singing happily when they heard that someone had died in the hotel. Little Chi's body tensed up, and she ran out of the swimming pool. Chapter 1157. At that moment, Yenji was on the top floor, cooperating with the police investigation. Little Chi pushed through the crowd and saw the man. Her eyes immediately turned red. Yenji turned around and saw Little Chi. He couldn't tell what he was feeling, especially when he saw that Little Chi wanted to cross the police line. Yenji quickly shook his head and mouthed, "Don't come over." Little Chi was very anxious, but in the end, she still listened to Yenji. Soon, the police finished their questioning, and Yenji was released. Later, if there's anything else you don't understand, I hope you can cooperate with the investigation. The police closed the notebook and put the ballpoint pen in his pocket. Don't worry. Yenji shook hands with the police. When Little Chi saw the police leave, she immediately pounced on Yenji. I thought something happened to you. Yenji hugged Little Chi tightly and took a deep breath of the fragrance from her body. After a while, he finally accepted this fact. Brother Yang was also gone. In this world, he only had Little Chi as his family left. I'm fine, but Brother Yang is gone. Yenji gently pushed Little Chi away and told her, Go back and rest early. I have to deal with Brother Yang's funeral first. I'll look for you later. If you feel bad, call me tonight. Can I call you now? Little Chi asked as she hugged his waist. Okay. Yenji nodded. Then be careful. After saying that, Little Chi let go of Yenji and took a few steps back. Just as she was about to return to Yin Zhen's birthday party, Yenji grabbed her arm and hugged her again. You're the only one left. For some reason, when Little Chi heard this, her heart ached so much that she found it difficult to breathe. From now on, my family is your family. You still have many family members. Little Chi quickly patted his back to comfort him, as if she was comforting a child. Yenji took a deep breath and calmed himself down. After a while, he held Little Chi's shoulder and said, I've changed my mind. I want you to stay by my side. Brother Yang was dead, and the other hall masters were either dead or crippled. Right now, there was no one with special ability in the gang who could compete with Yenji. In addition, Brother Yang had left his last words for He Yinji to take over the position of the boss. Therefore, it was only natural for him to be the boss. From now on, he would lead the gang to continue developing. He Yinji was young, but he was very bold. The people in the gang knew this very well, so they were willing to accept He Yinji as their new boss. Soon, He Yinji held a funeral for Brother Yang. At the funeral, more than 500 people from the gang attended. All of them wore black suits and held chrysanthemums in their hands. They sent Brother Yang off solemnly. On this day, little Chi was also wearing a black short skirt and following by He Yinji's side. She was now a real sister-in-law. Seeing Brother Yang's urn being buried, little Chi held He Yinji's arm with a pained expression. Those who had raised him, guided him, and taken care of him had all left this world one by one. Now he only had her by his side. He Yinji stood in front of Brother Yang's grave. His expression was calm, but the words he said were inspiring. "Don't worry, Brother Yang. I won't let you down. I'll take care of the brothers in the gang. As long as I'm here, all the brothers in the gang will have food to eat. I swear." Chapter 1158. After becoming the big brother of the gang, He Yinji set the rules of the gang even more strictly. He required his subordinates' businesses to turn from black to white. He had many connections to support these brothers. Moreover, he did not have to be on edge all day. Everyone could live a stable life and did not have to feel guilty to their parents, wives, and children. Most importantly, they could be open and aboveboard. At the end of June, Little Chi's college entrance examination results came out. With the first place in Jianchuan High School, she successfully entered Shengting High School. This made the brothers in the gang proud. Thinking about it, their sister-in-law was a student from a famous school. In the future, others could no longer say that those in the underworld were all good-for-nothings. Not only that, but the brothers in the gang also learned from various levels that their sister-in-law was not inferior to men. When it came to fighting, she did not lose to men at all. In short, everyone liked their current life and liked their sister-in-law very much. After becoming the big brother, He Yinji moved out of the hotel and bought a 3-story villa with a garden near the banyan courtyard. He also raised 3 cats and 2 dogs at home. This was all Little Chi's request, because she said that this would make the house more lively. Even when she was not at home, He Yinji would not be lonely. He expressed his helplessness because his little girlfriend was completely in charge of attracting cats and playing with dogs. However, things like walking the dogs and shoveling the feces were all left to him, the big brother. However, he was also willing to do so, because this did indeed make the house more lively. Ever since he had a family, He Yinji was willing to spend more time on creating romance. He doted on Little Chi even more. However, he had always kept his promise to Mama Sheng. Before Little Chi reached adulthood, he would never have a physical relationship with her. Not long after, news came from the police that the man surnamed Long had been detained because he was running an illegal business in his territory. The brothers in the gang cheered. After all, the brothers were now doing legitimate business and did not want to be in cahoots with those people. However, He Yinji was not surprised. After all, he had also given a lot of benefits to that scumbag's subordinates. Naturally, the other party had to do his job well and keep providing clues to the police. And this kind of big case involving the underworld naturally made Director Tang make a great contribution. 2 days later, Tang Yin met He Yinji in private. The two of them ate at a restaurant near the police station. "Look at you. You really look like a bunch of big shots, not like a professionally trained undercover agent. Do you really enjoy being the boss? I don't even have a number. How can I be considered a spy?" He Yinji shook his head. "I still like my current life. Your number and uniform are locked in my safe. You can't deny it. I have nothing to do with the police." He Yinji laughed. "I have a stable home now. I don't want to be a hero who sacrifices his life for justice. I just want to take good care of my woman. After you walk out of this door, I won't know you." Tang Yin decided to fulfill his wish. "But if you dare to do anything illegal, I'll still arrest you. You're willing?" "I can't bear to." He Yinji got up from the sofa. In his mind, He was thinking about what delicious food to make for the little girl tonight. Recently, her good friend had come over, so her appetite was not very good. At night, Yenji and Little Chi lay on the rattan chair in the garden and looked at the stars. Little Chi lay on Yenji's lap and woke up. Boss, I had a dream just now. I dreamed that you weren't some big shot, but a police officer. Yenji was stunned for a moment and gently stroked Little Chi's head. Give up. You don't have the life of a police officer. Chapter 1159. Rumor had it that the Sheng family's daughter's 18th birthday party was held on a luxurious cruise ship. That night, Miss Sheng had a lot of interaction with the young men present, and also accepted many precious gifts from the young master. The outside world guessed that Sheng Xiao intended to choose a future husband for his beloved daughter, and Miss Sheng did not seem to object. However, what was strange was that night, Miss Sheng disappeared from the cruise ship. No one knew her whereabouts. Soon, Little Chi woke up on a small cruise ship. She was still wearing the white princess dress from yesterday. It looked like she had not been offended by anyone. Then, she walked to the deck of the cruise ship. Her mind instantly cleared up, and she turned to run. However, a man grabbed her wrist. You're putting your arms around another man behind my back? Huh. Little Chi felt a little guilty, and immediately asked coquettishly, Aren't you completing a mission? I've only been gone for a few days. And you're already having an affair? Yenji hugged her waist and held her tightly. Even so, you shouldn't have taken me away. How worried would Mom and Dad be if they knew? Besides, isn't it your fault? You weren't by my side at my 18th birthday. How can I be happy? Little Chi deliberately bluffed, not wanting to admit that she had gone overboard. Didn't I rush back now? Send me back. Little Chi looked at the endless sea and trembled a little. She had a phobia of the deep sea, and it was especially serious on this small boat. Send you back to flirt with another man? Yenji was not that stupid. How could that be? If you go back with me, everyone will know that I have a boyfriend. Aren't you swearing your sovereignty? Little Chi held Yenji's palm and lied. I have to swear my sovereignty, but on such an important day, shouldn't I give you a birthday present first? Yenji took the opportunity to take off his coat and put it on Little Chi's shoulder. Where is it? My birthday present. Little Chi looked around, searching for it. Me. Yenji pinched her chin and turned her gaze back. Haven't you wanted me for a long time? Little Chi was stunned. For a moment she could not react. Wait, you said it's here? There's a bedroom inside. Yenji teased her. Of course, he did not rule out the possibility that he had the same thought in his heart. He had only been away for a few days, and this little girl was already fooling around everywhere. If he did not teach her a lesson, she would probably forget who she belonged to. But, Little Chi's mind raced, and her emotions were very complicated. She wanted to refuse, but Yenji hugged her. Yenji carried her, and went straight to the cabin of the cruise ship. There was indeed a bedroom in it. Wait, don't tell me you want to. Yenji put her down, took off his shirt, and got on top of her. What does it matter where? But, Little Chi still had many worries, but they were all blocked by Yenji's sudden kiss. Moreover, she could clearly feel that Yenji was not joking. He had endured for too long. What about her? Should he resist? Thinking of this, Little Chi closed her eyes. While enjoying the kiss, she also wrapped her arms around Yenji's neck. There was no one here, and no one would disturb them. Since that was the case, why should she restrain herself? Then there was the sound of kissing and the sound of clothes falling to the ground. Chapter 1160. N. Little Chi's cry of pain. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it? Shut up. I want to get off the boat. It's too late. We'll dock directly in Thailand. There's still about 4 days. So we still have 4 days to study the technology properly. In the cabin, the conversation between the two of them kept coming. It was not until dawn that it calmed down. At this time, Yenji was already in his arms. This time he truly had Little Chi. Little Chi was sleeping in Yenji's arms. She looked very tired, and her little face was tightly wrinkled. Yenji gently smoothed her brows, and then left a loving kiss on her forehead. Forgive me for not being able to wait for you to mature. Xiaowan, I'm very afraid of losing you. I'm so afraid that I can't imagine it. After saying that, He Yinji got out of bed and took out little Qi's birthday present from his suitcase. It was a ring with a crown as a base and a hexagonal diamond. Then, he carefully squatted by the bed and put it on for little Qi. He said to himself, "You're a married woman. You have to be obedient, understand?" Little Qi grunted. She seemed to have sensed someone talking to her ear, but she was too tired and could not open her eyes. When she woke up, it was already the afternoon of the next day. Little Qi got up wearing He Yinji's shirt, but on the deck, she saw the man looking into the distance. Thinking of everything that happened last night, little Qi's face immediately turned red. Although the man's skills were not good, she was very satisfied with his figure. "You're awake?" He Yinji turned around and saw little Qi. He immediately walked up to her. Yes. He Yinji carried her horizontally and walked into the cabin, but this aroused little Qi's vigilance. "No, my body is still hurting." Little Qi quickly resisted. "It's just eating. Aren't you hungry? What are you imagining?" Seeing little Qi's interesting expression, He Yinji couldn't help but laugh. Then, he sat down with little Qi in his arms. "I have to take good care of a certain pig. Otherwise, she'll run away with someone at any time." Little Qi hugged He Yinji's neck. Only then did she notice the ring on her left middle finger. "What is this?" "An engagement ring," He Yinji explained. "Who wants to get engaged to you? Who would do such a simple engagement ceremony?" Little Qi expressed her dissatisfaction. "Didn't I let you have a feast last night?" He Yinji's words had a double meaning, causing little Qi to cover his mouth in embarrassment. "Say no more." "Then, do you want to be my fiancé?" He Yinji looked into little Qi's eyes seriously and asked, "What if I don't want to?" Little Qi teased him. "Then let's go back to the bedroom. I have plenty of ways to make you agree." He Yinji threatened fiercely. "Anyway, we still have 3 days. I can change my ways to make you remember who you belong to." "Yours." Little Qi immediately replied, "There won't be anyone else. You're mine too. I won't allow you to care about other girls." After hearing Ming Qi's words, how could He Yinji allow little Qi to eat? He would continue with the afternoon's work. So he carried little Qi and returned to the bedroom. "Didn't you say you'd let me eat first?" Little Qi expressed her dissatisfaction. "I love you, Sheng Qingwan." He Yinji didn't care, and directly confessed affectionately. When little Qi heard those 3 words, her heart was bursting with joy. How could she still remember that she was hungry? "Okay, boss, I love you too. Then let our boat continue to sway for another 3 days and 3 nights. End of full text. Chapter 1161. Rumor had it that the Sheng family's daughter's 18th birthday party was held on a luxurious cruise ship. That night, Miss Sheng had a lot of interaction with the young men present, and also accepted many precious gifts from the young master. The outside world guessed that Sheng Xiao intended to choose a future husband for his beloved daughter, and Miss Sheng did not seem to object. However, what was strange was that night, Miss Sheng disappeared from the cruise ship. No one knew her whereabouts. Soon, little Qi woke up on a small cruise ship. She was still wearing the white princess dress from yesterday. It looked like she had not been offended by anyone. Then, she walked to the deck of the cruise ship. Her mind instantly cleared up and she turned to run. However, a man grabbed her wrist. "You're putting your arms around another man behind my back?" "Huh." Little Qi felt a little guilty, and immediately asked coquettishly, "Aren't you completing a mission? I've only been gone for a few days, and you're already having an affair?" He Yinji hugged her waist and held her tightly. "Even so, you shouldn't have taken me away. How worried would Mom and Dad be if they knew? Besides, isn't it your fault? You weren't by my side at my 18th birthday. How can I be happy?" Little Qi deliberately bluffed, not wanting to admit that she had gone overboard. "Didn't I rush back? Send me back." Little Qi looked at the endless sea and trembled a little. She had a phobia of the deep sea, and it was especially serious on this small boat. "Send you back to flirt with another man?" He Yinji was not that stupid. "How could that be? If you go back with me, everyone will know that I have a boyfriend. Aren't you swearing your sovereignty?" Little Qi held He Yinji's palm and lied. I have to swear my sovereignty, but on such an important day, shouldn't I give you a birthday present first? Yenji took the opportunity to take off his coat and put it on Little Chi's shoulder. Where is it? My birthday present. Little Chi looked around, searching for it. Me. Yenji pinched her chin and turned her gaze back. Haven't you wanted me for a long time? Little Chi was stunned. For a moment she could not react. Wait, you said it's here? There's a bedroom inside. Yenji teased her. Of course, he did not rule out the possibility that he had the same thought in his heart. He had only been away for a few days, and this little girl was already fooling around everywhere. If he did not teach her a lesson, she would probably forget who she belonged to. But, Little Chi's mind raced, and her emotions were very complicated. She wanted to refuse, but Yenji hugged her. Yenji carried her and went straight to the cabin of the cruise ship. There was indeed a bedroom in it. Wait, don't tell me you want to. Yenji put her down, took off his shirt, and got on top of her. What does it matter where? But Little Chi still had many worries, but they were all blocked by Yenji's sudden kiss. Moreover, she could clearly feel that Yenji was not joking. He had endured for too long. What about her? Should he resist? Thinking of this, Little Chi closed her eyes. While enjoying the kiss, she also wrapped her arms around Yenji's neck. There was no one here, and no one would disturb them. Since that was the case, why should she restrain herself? Then, there was the sound of kissing and the sound of clothes falling to the ground. End of chapter. Chapter 1162. And Little Chi's cry of pain. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it? Shut up. I want to get off the boat. It's too late. We'll dock directly in Thailand. There's still about 4 days. So we still have 4 days to study the technology. The conversation between the two of them kept coming from the cabin. It was not until dawn that it calmed down. At this time, Yenji was already in his arms. This time he truly had Little Chi. Little Chi was sleeping in Yenji's arms. She looked very tired, and her little face was tightly wrinkled. Yenji gently smoothed her brows, and then left a loving kiss on her forehead. Forgive me for not being able to wait for you to mature. Xiaowan, I'm very afraid of losing you. I'm so afraid that I can't imagine it. After saying that, Yenji got out of bed and took out Little Chi's birthday present from his suitcase. It was a ring with a crown as a base and a hexagonal diamond. Then he carefully squatted by the bed and put it on for Little Chi. He said to himself, "You're a married woman. You have to be obedient, understand?" Little Chi let out a hum. She seemed to feel someone talking in her ear, but she was too tired and could not open her eyes. When she woke up, it was already the afternoon of the next day. Little Chi got up wearing Yenji's shirt, but on the deck, she saw the man looking into the distance. Thinking of everything that happened last night, Little Chi's face immediately turned red. Although that man's skills were not good, she was very satisfied with his figure. "You're awake?" Yenji turned around and saw Little Chi. He immediately walked up to her. Yes. Yenji carried her horizontally and walked into the cabin. However, this aroused Little Chi's vigilance. "No, my body still hurts." Little Chi hurriedly resisted. "It's just eating. Aren't you hungry? What are you imagining?" Seeing Little Chi's interesting expression, Yenji could not help but laugh. Then he sat down with Little Chi in his arms. "I have to take good care of a certain pig. Otherwise, she'll run away with someone at any time." Little Chi hugged Yenji's neck. Only then did she notice the ring on her left middle finger. "What is this?" "An engagement ring," Yenji explained. "Who wants to get engaged to you? Who would do such a simple engagement ceremony?" Little Chi expressed her dissatisfaction. "Didn't I let you have a feast last night?" Yenji's words had a double meaning, causing Little Chi to cover his mouth in embarrassment. "Say no more." "Then, do you want to be my fiancé?" Yenji looked into Little Chi's eyes seriously and asked. "What if I don't want to?" Little Chi teased him. "Then let's go back to the bedroom. I have plenty of ways to make you agree." Yenji threatened fiercely. "Anyway, we still have 3 days. I can change my ways to make you remember who you belong to." "Yours." Little Chi immediately replied. "There won't be anyone else." "You're mine too." I won't allow you to care about other girls. After hearing Ming Qi's words, how could he Yinji allow little Qi to eat? He would continue with the afternoon's work. So he carried little Qi and returned to the bedroom. Didn't you say you'd let me eat first? Little Qi expressed her dissatisfaction. I love you, Sheng Qingwan. He Yinji didn't care, and directly confessed affectionately. When little Qi heard those 3 words, her heart was bursting with joy. How could she still remember that she was hungry? Okay, boss, I love you too. Then let our boat continue to sway for another 3 days and 3 nights. End of full text. End of chapter. That you're tuning in to the Li Mei's Sword of Destiny YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.